The Indiana Fever are that golden destination, and I can't help but laugh to the fans and the people online and the media commentators, unfortunately, who said that nobody wanted to play in Indiana. That doesn't make any sense.
Remember when Cheryl Swoops ran her mouth about the Indiana Fever? Well, DeWanna Bonner just broke her 6-month Twitter silence, and she didn't come back with a casual, "Hey, I'm back" post. No, she returned with a statement so strong that it sent shockwaves through the entire WNBA. Not only is she officially signing with the Fever, but she's also dismantling one of the most ridiculous narratives floating around the league: the idea that Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever fans are somehow toxic. That myth? Consider it destroyed.
And also joining a team that's just impressive. I think everybody's seen the second half of their season, and it was an unbelievable season. And I just felt like they had a dynamic core, and I just wanted to be another puzzle piece into what they had. And hopefully I can give my knowledge, my leadership, and give it to, these young players, so when I retire, they can, pass it along.
You might be thinking, wait a minute, isn't this the team that supposedly no one wants to play for? The one players are allegedly avoiding? Well, Bonner isn't buying into that nonsense. She saw the baseless takes from Cheryl Swoops, the endless debates raging on social media, and all the tired talking points that have been pushed since Clark entered the league. And instead of just sitting back and letting it slide, Bonner decided it was time to shut it all down and tell the truth.
What it do, peeps? Cheryl Swoops is been missing. Cheryl Swoops is MIA. They got a APB out for Cheryl Swoops. If you see Cheryl Swoops, she did a lot of talking a few months ago about the Indiana Fever, the locker room environment, how people didn't want to play there, how people wanted to leave.
From the moment DeWanna Bonner put on an Indiana Fever jersey, she sent shockwaves through the WNBA. And it's not hard to see why. She isn't just here to play, she's here to lead, with one mission in mind: turning the Fever into a legitimate championship contender. But amidst all the excitement around her signing, one name keeps coming up in every conversation: Caitlin Clark. Every time Bonner talks about her new squad, you can see the enthusiasm in her eyes when she mentions the rookie sensation who has already taken the league by storm.
She's just a smart player. You already see what she's done in her rookie season, and I think she gets the ball to people in the right positions to help them be successful, so that's huge. And I'm hoping that I can give her a little bit more leadership and knowledge for her to understand this league a little bit better. And like I said, when playoffs hit, she'll be ready.
If you're wondering why this interview made such an impact, it's simple. WNBA veterans don't usually hand out this kind of praise to first-year players. Rookies are expected to prove themselves, earn their keep, and maybe, just maybe, get a shout-out from a legend. But Bonner, she couldn't stop raving about Clark's court vision, her game-changing ability, and the excitement of sharing the floor with her. That speaks volumes. Bonner has played with legends, battled against Hall of Famers, and won championships. So when she says a young player is special, you know she sees something brewing in Indiana.
I'm sure there were plenty of teams going for your services, DeWanna, so why was this the right opportunity for you?
I just feel like it was the location for one. My kids are literally right up the road, and I've spent a lot of time away from them, so that and the core that they have here now is just kind of want to fit in, be another piece to the puzzle, and hopefully bring the energy dynamic and take us to a different level in the playoffs.
Now, let's clear something up. Bonner's decision to sign with the Fever wasn't just about basketball. Moving closer to her children was a key factor, and that's completely understandable. But let's not pretend that's the only reason. When Bonner looked at Indiana's young core, Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Lexi Hull, she saw something undeniable. It wasn't just talent, it was hunger, grit, and a team ready to break through. The Fever's fight during their playoff push last season stood out to her, and she knew she wanted to be part of that journey.
We're hungry. I think we're a hungry group, so I'm just excited to get out there with everybody and get the final roster, because I'm pretty sure there's more things in the works in free agents, so I'm just kind of sit back and waiting, but I can't wait for April 27th is training camp. I got to mark down and get out here with everyone and set our goals and what we want to do.
If there's anyone who understands what it takes to win in the postseason, it's DeWanna Bonner. She holds the WNBA record for most playoff minutes and games played. She's been in the trenches, survived elimination battles, and lifted trophies. When a player of her stature sees potential in a team and actively chooses to join them, it's not a decision made lightly. It's a calculated move because she sees something real.
She's just a smart player. You already see what she's done in her rookie season, and I think she gets the ball to people in the right positions to help them be successful. So that's huge, and I'm hoping that I can give her a little bit more leadership and knowledge for her to understand this league a little bit better. And like I said, when playoffs hit, she'll be ready.
And Bonner isn't here just to be another veteran presence. She's here to change the culture. She's already talking about bringing a championship mindset to Indiana, raising expectations, and pushing her teammates to levels they haven't reached before. The only real question isn't if she'll make an impact, but how massive that impact will be.
Our first game in Indiana, we got to get a win.
Picture Bonner stepping onto the court with this young, hungry Fever squad. With Aaliyah Boston dominating the paint, Caitlin Clark running the show, and Kelsey Mitchell lighting up the scoreboard, Bonner's presence takes them to another level. Her versatility allows her to defend, score, and be the veteran leader guiding them through the highs and lows of a WNBA season. This isn't just about adding another talented player. It's about shifting the entire identity of the team.
What excites you the most about this team that you're going to be joining?
I mean, they have dynamic pieces in CC and Kelsey Mitchell and AB and Lexi Hall. I mean, they have a great core, so why not just add to that and try to take us to the next level in the playoffs. They were in first round, and I played against them in the first round. And the way they came back the second game, it just makes you excited to, okay, I want to be a part of that. They didn't lay down and quit. They came back and actually try to beat us early, that next game.
What's truly impressive is how much Bonner is investing in her new teammates. She's not just showing up and going through the motions. She's studying game film, talking strategy, and figuring out how to elevate Clark, Boston, and Mitchell to their highest potential. She sees the Fever as a puzzle, one that's almost complete. And she just might be the final piece that turns them into something truly unstoppable.
Like I said, hopefully I can make her job a little easier and she can make mine a little easier. But I think she's a great person, and we, been kind of connecting here. We had a great workout this morning, and it was fun. She's a fun kid.
Let's talk about DeWanna Bonner's chemistry with Caitlin Clark. Bonner has played alongside some of the greatest guards in WNBA history, but she sees something truly special in Clark. It's not just her deep shooting range or her ability to set up teammates, it's her relentless competitive drive. Clark approaches every game like she has something to prove, and Bonner respects that mentality. She's already thinking of ways to help Clark elevate her game to an even higher level. And considering Clark is already smashing records left and right, that should send a chill down the spine of every team in the league.
Kind of went on this crazy run, and they were the most well-gelled team at that time. They went from the bottom straight, and they just kept trending. And it was like one of those teams you're like, man, you don't want to really see them in the playoffs. So we got the matchup, and I think our experience helped us very well. But that second game, they came out, and it was like, they just kind of went on this trajectory that was just like on the rise, and it was literally Fever on the rise during right after All-Star. So that's exciting. That's exciting for me to see, and that kind of helped me with my decision.
Last season gave us glimpses of what the Fever could become. Their late season surge showed promise, but now, with Bonner in the mix, the stakes have changed. This isn't just about growth anymore. It's about winning. Bonner understands what it takes to build a championship team, and she's bringing that knowledge to Indiana's young, hungry roster.
That experience to a young, maturing team, what can you provide?
I'm hoping that I can provide a little bit of leadership, but I feel like they're a team that last year helped them a lot and understand the dynamics of playoffs. It's a whole different ball game when playoffs come, and I feel like they're a young team, but they're a good team, and hopefully I can just provide the knowledge and explain playoffs to them a little bit better so we can be better prepared and don't get punched in the face the first game. And it's hard to come back when you do that the first game. It's hard to come back and try to win 2 straight against a veteran team. So I think they got it.
Think back to that intense playoff push the Fever made last year. They showed grit, resilience, and flashes of brilliance. But what they lacked was experience. Someone who's been through deep playoff runs, who knows how to handle high-pressure moments, and who can lead a team when it matters most. That's exactly what Bonner brings to the table. She's not just excited to team up with Clark, she's determined to make her even better. Clark took the league by storm as a rookie, but in Bonner's eyes, she's only scratched the surface of what she can do. That's some serious praise from a player who has watched the WNBA evolve for years. Bonner sees Clark not just as an elite shooter or playmaker, but as the type of player who makes everyone around her better. And with Bonner's veteran presence guiding her, the possibilities are limitless.
How important was familiarity and those relationships as you're making this decision?
It's huge for me because I do have 2 kids and I want to be comfortable and I want to make sure that I'm going to be taken care of, on and off the court. So Steph just made it easy. I don't have to learn a whole new system in year 15. So that's huge. And I feel like they just put me in great positions on the court that makes me successful and took my game to a different level.
But Clark isn't the only one who will benefit. Aaliyah Boston, Indiana's young star in the paint, is about to take her game to new heights with Bonner mentoring her. Boston is already on track to become a dominant force in the WNBA, but having an experienced veteran like Bonner in her corner will only speed up her development. And let's not overlook Kelsey Mitchell, one of the most underappreciated scorers in the league. With Clark drawing defenders and Bonner creating space, Mitchell could be gearing up for the best season of her career.
I'm excited for them. I'm excited for this franchise. I think they deserve it. It's kind of crazy how you see how it happened in a year. You went from just a little fans in the stands to a sold out arena everywhere. Even on the road, it's crazy. I was telling Kelly, like in the playoffs, it almost felt like it was you guys' home game in Connecticut because there was so many fans that came out. So now just credit to them, credit to this organization, credit to this team, and I'm excited to see what the future holds.
So what does all of this mean for Indiana? It's simple. They're not just here to make noise. They're here to shake up the league. Bonner isn't just another veteran addition. She's a culture changer. She's played at the highest level. She's won championships, and now she's bringing that pedigree to a young team ready to take the next step. Her leadership, experience, and unwavering belief in her teammates might be the missing piece that propels the Fever into serious contention.
It's just been pretty cool to see. I'm just happy that I can still be a part of it. I'm happy that I'm still wanted, in different organizations and have the free agency that I had. And I'm coming to probably one of the best fan bases in the world right now. So I'm pretty honored to do that.
This season isn't just another stepping stone for Indiana. It's a bold statement. And with Bonner leading the charge alongside Clark, Boston, and Mitchell, that message is clear. The Fever are no longer a rebuilding project. They're a legitimate threat.
You're one of the most fiery competitors in the league. Caitlin Clark is already establishing herself as one of those. You two had a moment in the playoffs, but I know you feel like that moment actually shows how well you guys can fit together too, right?
I think it's just 2 competitors going at it. It's the playoffs, so you're trying to get any way to win that game to get to the next round.
And remember that fiery clash between Clark and Bonner during last year's playoffs? For DeWanna Bonner, that showdown wasn't just another hard-fought battle. It was a defining moment of 2 relentless competitors pushing each other to the limit. We were both going all out, refusing to back down, Bonner recalled. But now, instead of being on opposite sides, she gets to stand alongside Clark, working toward the same goal. That shift in dynamic has Bonner genuinely excited for what's ahead.
I don't think I even need to hear it. You can just watch her game. I mean, everybody sees it. She's just a dynamic player, man. She's one of those ones that you come in and can make an instant impact, as you can see.
Bonner's arrival in Indiana isn't just about adding another scoring option. It's about leadership. She's stepping in as a mentor, a veteran presence who can help Caitlin Clark navigate the unpredictable roller coaster that is professional basketball. Think of it like fine-tuning a high-performance sports car. Clark already has the raw speed and power, but under Bonner's guidance, she could become even more efficient, more dangerous, and ultimately, an unstoppable force in the league. With years of postseason experience under her belt, Bonner knows exactly what it takes to deliver in the most intense moments. She's battled through deep playoff runs, faced the toughest defenders, and come out on top. That's why her belief in Clark carries so much weight. She's not just hyping up a young star for the sake of it. She's seen firsthand what Clark is capable of, and she's convinced that what we've witnessed so far is only the beginning.
I think she's a great player. I'm happy to be on the side of her now instead of guarding her. Of course, she's a dynamic player, and you see that in what she's done in her rookie year. And I'm actually excited to see what she's going to do her second year in the league with a little bit, more experience and understanding a little bit more. So.
But what's even more compelling is that Bonner isn't just talking about Clark's individual development. She sees this as a transformation for the entire franchise. Clark's continued growth isn't just about boosting her own numbers, it's about elevating the Fever as a whole. Bonner knows what it takes to turn a promising roster into a true contender, and she believes Indiana is on the verge of something special. Now, picture the kind of chemistry Bonner and Clark could develop on the court. Clark's limitless range combined with Bonner's veteran savvy in the paint is a nightmare waiting to happen for opposing defenses. Teams won't just have to worry about Clark drilling threes from beyond the arc. They'll also have to deal with Bonner's ability to exploit mismatches and outmaneuver defenders inside. It's like playing chess against someone who's already thinking 5 moves ahead, while everyone else is still learning how the pieces move.
I'm excited to step on the court with her. I play with a lot of great players, so to also continue to do that, and I'm just so excited to see where her second year is going to go. I'm excited.
But Bonner's role isn't just about what happens during games. She understands that Clark is experiencing an entirely new level of pressure, one that could overwhelm even the most seasoned pros. The constant media attention, the sky-high expectations, the scrutiny that comes with being the face of a franchise. It's a lot to handle. Bonner has seen it all before, and now she's stepping in to ensure Clark has everything she needs to block out the noise and stay locked in on what truly matters: winning basketball games.
I think that you see how much you're loved and you're appreciated. You kind of gotta give, and then they give it back, you know? So just to give back that love and being able to take care of your body and the things that they provide you to, you know, perform your best, I think is needed now. And I'm excited that I get to have that and that this late in my career, 15 years in, I need it. I'm old. I'm an old vet, so I need to recover well. So they've been so amazing, so great, and giving me everything I need here so far.
With Bonner in the mix, the Fever aren't just a young team with promise anymore. They're a legitimate threat to shake up the WNBA. Indiana has been quietly building towards something big, and Bonner might be the missing piece that brings it all together.
And that decision to come to Indiana speaks volumes. When you look at the starting 5 or the potential starting 5 right now, it could be 5 different all-stars. What's this team capable of?
The sky's the limit, but I think it's gonna all come down to everyone who knows that on paper it can look very, very good, and how we can gel, how we can bond, and everybody buying into the roles and the goals of the team. And I think we got a great group to do that, and everybody wants to win.
Imagine a future where every starter on this Fever squad is an all-star threat. Clark running the offense, Aaliyah Boston controlling the paint, Kelsey Mitchell lighting up the scoreboard, Natasha Howard locking down defenders. Now add DeWanna Bonner, her championship experience, her leadership, and her relentless competitive drive. This team isn't just looking to turn heads, they're looking to take over.
Kelsey Mitchell's a player who's maybe been out of the spotlight because the Fever haven't had a great record for a lot of her time here, but you know her as well as anybody in her ability to be a knockdown shooter and score.
And Bonner isn't shy about showing love to her new teammates. She has already made it clear how much she respects Kelsey Mitchell, calling her one of the most dynamic guards in the league. She even joked that she's relieved she won't have to guard Mitchell anymore. Huge praise coming from one of the best defenders in the game. When a player of Bonner's caliber speaks that highly of you, it says everything about the talent on this Fever roster.
What do you anticipate sharing the floor is going to be like with her?
Oh, I can't wait. I think she's the most dynamic player in the WNBA. Like, she's quick, she's athletic, she can shoot, she can score, she can pass, and I can't wait to play her alongside her. And not only that, I think she's a great human being. So, I'm excited to be her teammate. I talked to her a little bit, and she just welcomed me to Indiana. She's been here for a very long time, and it's her time, and she want to win. It's just I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she's getting this attention. I'm happy that hopefully we can put up a winning record for her because she's been here so long. So just excited to play alongside of her. And like I said, I'm just happy I don't have to guard these players anymore and just be on the alongside of them, because Kelsey is one hard player to guard, man. You never know. She can take off on you really quick.
But it's not just Mitchell that has Bonner excited. She's also eager to finally team up with fellow veteran Natasha Howard. It's almost shocking that these two multi-time All-Stars haven't played together before, but now that they have the opportunity, Bonner sees a chance to combine their leadership and experience to help guide this young, determined team to new heights.
You bring multiple championships and multiple All-Stars, and so too does Natasha Howard. What is her inclusion and her decision to play here with Indiana? What does that mean to you? What can it mean to the Fever?
I think she made her decision before me, so it was like, okay, you got Tosh, and that was a huge gift for Indiana. So I'm like, man, it just looking at the lineups and the possibilities of different things that can happen and the rotations that we can have. I'm like, yeah, I think I fit in pretty well there. So I'm happy to be finally playing alongside her. I've never played with her before, so I can't wait till we get back here and I get to learn her game. She gets to learn a little bit about my game, and we can share this leadership role a little bit.
And then there's Aaliyah Boston. Bonner isn't just thrilled to share the floor with her. She's making it clear that Boston is a key piece to Indiana's success. "If we want to be great, we need Boston to be great," Bonner stated. That's not just a casual compliment. That's a veteran leader placing full faith in a rising star. When a player of Bonner's status believes in you like that, it's not just encouragement. It's a career-defining moment. That kind of confidence can elevate a player to an entirely new level.
Shared earlier today, Aaliyah Boston was actually the first person you spoke to when you made this decision, and somebody that you'll be spending a lot of time on the court with.
Yeah, I spoke to her, and I just asked her what was her goals, and she told me her goals. And I think for us to be good, we need Aaliyah Boston to be great. So I think she understands that, and like I'm super excited to be on the court with her, and I'm hoping that I can help grow a game and keep double teams away from her a little bit, so she can really show what she can do at this.
Bonner looks at the Fever's core, Clark, Mitchell, and Boston, and doesn't just see a team trying to compete. She sees a foundation for something truly special. She didn't come to Indiana just to chase a playoff spot. Her mindset is bigger than that. She's thinking about banners, about building a championship culture that lasts. But she also knows success isn't instant. Chemistry takes time, and she's fully committed to putting in the work. That's not the mindset of someone looking for a quick one-year run. She's here to create something that endures.
It's gonna be hard because I'm gonna go after it just like I did, 15 years ago, and I'm excited to be in another training camp. I'm excited to be in a training camp with these players and these young players that are just hungry. I think we're gonna have a competitive training camp. It's gonna be intense, and I think that's just gonna prepare you for.
So what does Bonner's arrival mean for Indiana's immediate future? For a team still learning how to win on the biggest stage, her playoff pedigree could be the missing piece. She's been in high-pressure situations, played deep into the postseason, and knows what it takes to rise to the occasion when it matters most. That experience is priceless for a young team still forging its identity. So, just how significant is DeWanna Bonner joining the Indiana Fever? In a word, massive. She's not just another veteran addition, she's a game changer. With her championship experience, leadership, and ability to elevate everyone around her, the Fever aren't just trying to make waves in the playoffs. They're aiming to shift the balance of power in the WNBA. And when you mix Bonner's elite mindset with the young talent already in Indiana, this isn't just talk. It's the beginning of something real. Are you excited? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next one.